Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a big day. It is going to be a big day because I'm going to upload 12 videos today. Let me tell you what's going on. A little while ago, Ellusionist was kind enough, gracious enough to send me the Royal Road to Mentalism. That is a massive project from Peter Turner and Mark Lemon, world-renowned mentalists. What they did was, they did this project over a year's time where they put out a new trick, or a couple of tricks, and dubbed it the Royal Road to Mentalism. They had volumes 1 through 12. Massive project. Every single one of those episodes was at least an hour, sometimes 2, right? Sometimes, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours long, over 2 hours long. Massive project. There's something like over 9 hours of just jam sessions, okay? Way back when I had episode 2, I had episode 3, and that was it. And I had some reviews out for them both, and I ended up not getting the rest because the project on their end, Peter Turner's and Mark Lemon's end, ended up being so big, they said, well, we don't want to just piecemeal these out. There's so much great information here. We want to just release the entire project as a whole. And that's how Ellusionist gave it to me. They gave it to me as a whole, and I could be lazy, right? I could be a lazy reviewer, and I could just say, here's my one review for all 12 episodes, right? I could just say, go buy it. It's $120. I could say it's, 12 episodes, 18 effects, 9 hours of jam sessions, $120. And I could talk about how their idea was to take the classic Royal Road to Card Magic book and create a mentalism counterpart for a modern audience, and how they have special guest appearances from other magicians like Christian Grace, Tobias Dostal, and Antonio Bourgeois. But that would be lazy. That would be lazy. It made more sense to me that after each video that I watched, then I would immediately go and film and give you guys my initial reaction. That way, by the time I get to episode 12, I'm just as fresh as I was for episode 1. So you're gonna see me change clothes, change my hair. Like, these episodes are gonna be filmed over a long period of time, but I'll upload them all the same day so that you get all the information. I don't wanna make one long, 30-minute video. That doesn't interest me at all. So, Royal Road to Mentalism, Volume 1, what is it? It's one trick, and it's called OWS. And it is a very simple card technique, very simple card trick, widely known by most card magicians, and it's a very simple, very basic thing. This trick is a variation of something that Peter Turner found in Animan's Card Miracles and Mysteries by Burling Hole, and he has reframed the effect as a mentalist effect. And so the way the entire video is, it's an hour and 18 minutes. Peter comes out directly and says exactly how the trick's gonna work. He tells you the secret before you even see it. He wants you to be totally on board, right? So he says, this is the explanation. So it gives you the explanation, gives you the overview, and then he's gonna walk you through making your own deck. There is a modification that you can do to any deck that will make it work. Now, if you're not the arts and crafts kind of person, and you'd rather have a deck specially made for you, it's possible you may have one of these types of decks already sitting around. It's not uncommon. But if you want a bicycle one, like if you're a bicycle only person, I would get the Locator deck from Gogo Cuerva. The Locator deck from Gogo Cuerva would be a fantastic deck for this trick, all right? So he walks you through making your own deck, and then he walks you through kind of like a fail-safe method just to make sure that nothing's gonna go wrong. And then you get your live performance. So his live performance is out in the streets. He's got Ills, the hypno-pokerist. She's working with him. So it's a live street performance, and he does the whole thing, obviously not as a card trick, but as a reading. Kind of like, since she's into poker, he's gonna read her tells, all right? So under fair conditions, She shuffles the deck, and this is how it's going to go for you too. Your spectator shuffles the deck. They cut the deck. So at that point, you have no control over the deck. You don't know what's going on, right? They select one of the piles. You then take the other pile, and you shuffle it also, put it down. They look through those cards that they've got, and they select one card. You then take the rest of the deck, shuffle it, and then they put the card back into the deck, and they can even shuffle it again if they want to. Hands off, from you, hands off. You then take the deck back and show them the cards one at a time from the face. This is not a marked deck, by the way. This is not a marked deck. Show them the faces of each card. And when you raise their card, you will know. Peter even jumps the gun and doesn't even finish the trick. He just stops. He puts the cards away and says, I'll just read you. I'll just read you, okay? And he tells them exactly the color and numeric of their card, and you can do that too. Of course, there's a little bit more, right? There's a little bit more to the trick. I don't want to give it all away, but ultimately, you're going to be able to control a card without controlling a card, okay? Peter's going to teach you a fail-safe method so that not only can the spectator shuffle and cut, select a card, and return it, and then shuffle the cards again, and you will still know how to find that card. Now, it's a locator card. It's a locator card. Again, you're not reading the backs. So inevitably, you would have to see the faces. You would have to see the faces. You're not using marked cards. But you would know which card was there. And then, of course, you're going to apply your own mentalism to it. And again, the first half of the entire video is just the explanation and the performance. The back half is going to be Mark Lemon's going to come in, and the two of them are going to riff off the whole thing and just do a massive jam session. So super easy trick, right? Super easy trick. Don't throw the idea away just because it's old, okay? That's the problem with a lot of us as magicians. We tend to poo-poo old ideas and say, oh, that's old-fashioned and nobody does that anymore. And Peter proves that you can take a trick like that from the vault, from the archives, and breathe new life into it and make it modern, right? Peter even says in the video that he did this trick for a room full of magicians and nobody knew how he did it. If you can fool a room full of magicians, don't just brush off an idea like this, even if it's simple, okay? Some of the very best tricks are simple. There's a lot of great self-working tricks out there too. It doesn't have to be knuckle busting, 17 sleights, I palmed this off, I did this pre-show, right? You did all this work on the back end to be good. You know, if you know Peter Turner, it's performance. He is a performer, and it's all in his style, the persona that he carries, the words that he says, the scripting that he puts together. It all comes together. And so what a beautiful little trick, and a great way to start. A great way to start the series with a card trick, a tool that we all know, right? So even if you weren't a mentalist, you're familiar with cards, and he teaches you a very basic principle that anybody who deals with cards should know. And like I said, he teaches you how to make your own, but I gave you a gaff deck if you want to go and buy that one. You can buy the locator deck, but it would help you with this trick, and it would help you with others too. It's a good deck to have. There's other tricks in the Encyclopedia of Card Magic from Huggard and Browie that you could use the locator deck with as well. And yeah, that's episode 1. 1 hour, 18 minutes, one single trick called OWS. He'll teach you the trick, and then you get a nice jam session with Mark Lemon at the end. All right, that's it. That's everything for volume 1. And you want to pick up the entire collection for $120, you want to head on down to Ellusionist.com. Thanks, guys. I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, hey, and one more thing. I know you've seen me in my videos wear this shirt a lot, the Magic Orthodoxy brand shirt. And I don't know if you know this, but this is not just a merch shirt. This is not just a shirt that has my brand. This is actually a magic trick. This is a Magic Reveal t-shirt that is available exclusively at my Teespring store. It was actually designed in Melbourne, Australia, and it is your 30-minute secret weapon. Because it looks like a seemingly innocent vintage tee, but all over this are 6 different magic reveals. So you got ESP reveals, coins, cards, the toxic forces on here, even a movie, and a lot more. You can use this as the grand finale of your entire close-up act. It's available in maroon, black, and gray. And I have another YouTube video that completely explains how to do a reveal for each one of these tricks. So I actually have a magic tutorial for this t-shirt on my channel. So it's there. It tells you all about it if you want to learn more. Or you can just go down to any one of the graphics that are down there. That'll take you out to the Teespring store if you click one of those. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all your support.